Whenever men have standards in a relationship, they are demonized. Women are supposed to be perfect creatures that are kept on a pedestal that you're not allowed to criticize, and this right here is the perfect example. Jonah Hill's ex, Sarah Brady, apparently they've been apart for years at this point in time. Yeah, they dated in 2021 for about a year before they broke up. Everything was fine, everything was copacetic, but then all of a sudden now accuses him of being emotionally damaging and brands him a misogynist. Yeah, says the chick who's now hooking up with another chick. Oh yeah, he's a misogynist. All right then. As she posts his alleged text messages. So, okay, so she's leaking private communications, which is already a scummy move, and depending on the state and this happened, might actually be illegal, depending on if it's one or two party consent state. And I've seen the text messages that are out there. They're standards that he has in a relationship. Not exactly all that unreasonable. But now, well, Jonah Hill, who I'm not even that big of a fan of when it comes to being an actor. All I know is that he's dropped a hell of a lot of weight, which, hey, shout out to him. That's incredibly good work. He's going to live a hell of a lot longer, but he's also going to carry that black cloud around him that he's a domestic abuser because we've allowed these bitches to come forward and go ahead and shape what it means to be an abuser in today's day and age. If you say that, oh, I don't really, oh, you want to go out and you want to go party with all of your single hoe friends? Yeah, not if we're going to be in this relationship. You can go out and do that, but just realize that there's not going to be a relationship anymore. You're being toxic and controlling and abusive. Why? But not wanting you to go out with your friends that are out there trying to get strange dick in a nightclub atmosphere, which the expressed purpose of going out to those clubs is to find strange dick or box. Fantastic. And you're going to be the only one that's going to be out there keeping it steady. Yeah, you can go do that. Have fun with that. It's just, you know what, we're not going to have a relationship anymore. That's emotionally abusive because you have boundaries and standards as a man. Unbelievable. This is where we're at. Jonah Hill's ex-girlfriend, Sarah Brady, has taken to social media to brand the actor as a misogynist and a narcissist. There we go. The surf instructor blasted the 39-year-old Superbad star by taking to Instagram to share messages allegedly sent by him that appear to reveal their past arguments, which, why now, okay? The alleged texts from Hill display him outlining the parameters for a romantic partnership. All right, this guy out here, he knows exactly what time it is. Hey, you want to get into a relationship with me? Here are my standards. And this is Jonah Hill. You know who Jonah Hill is. In a time where the movie star is practically dead, he's a big enough name, okay? And he's even getting drugged to the carpet. He is getting drugged through the mud right now for having standards in his relationship. Just think what the average guy has to go through right now. But again, I'm not going to be a black pillar on this one. Oh, even this is happening to Jonah Hill. Oh, look at Tom Brady's wife left him. What hope does the average man have? If you want to have that thought process reinforced, go watch Better Bachelor and listen to some fucking bald midget talk about his problems. Okay, that ain't my thing. You know what I'm going to tell you right here? Vet your chicks, okay? If you want, because this automatically starts, okay? Because if you're the dude out there asking for a relationship, you already fucked up. She needs to be the one coming to you asking for a relationship. You need to be vetting her, because if you have any inkling in your mind that she's going to end up putting you on blast into the future, if you're on the come up right now, you're becoming the best version of yourself, you drop that shit. You either put her in the recreational use only category, or you just completely and totally disregard her, but it doesn't go any further than that. And you don't argue with her because you're better than her. You're better than her in every single form or fashion. That's because she wants to be in a relationship with you. That's why you don't grovel. That's why you don't bend. That's why you don't capitulate. Because the moment that she knows that she can bitch you up is the moment that she takes control in the relationship. And as Myron always says from Fresh and Fit, when women have control or they have the upper hand in the relationship, they are terrible people. Can confirm. I've seen it happen many fucking times. Just think about it. The guys that unironically say happy wife, happy life, how good are their relationships? I'll just leave it at that. The alleged texts from Hill display him outlining his parameters for a romantic partnership. The two dated back in 2021 for about a year. So did she acquiesce to those demands? Well, I have no idea who the fuck Sarah Brady is, but I know who the fuck Jonah Hill is. So, and the fact that they dated for about a year, interesting. Comes less than 1 month after the filmmaker welcomed a baby girl with a girlfriend, Olivia Millar. Oh my God, rip the chances of that girl succeeding in life. The only thing that she's probably going to be successful of is learning how to throw a good right hook, because which domestic partnerships end up in the highest levels of domestic violence? Yeah, you already know. Do I even need to say it? U-Haul enthusiasts. Chick with broad shoulders such as that. Like, he should have already known what time it is. If they are unironically dressing the same, he could have just looked over at her and went, yeah, you're only with me for my boat tattoo because it reminds you of fish. So, yeah, he probably already knew what time it was then. So I get, is this like a Facebook message or an Instagram message? Maybe it's an Instagram message. Okay, so from December 2nd, 2021. Okay, plain and simple. If you need surfing with men, boundarily less inappropriate friendships with men. Okay, inappropriate friendships with men. Yeah, okay, if you're going to be in a serious relationship, having a friendship with another guy, and if you're a reasonably attractive chick, yeah, guess what? He's going to want to fuck you. So, yeah, friendships with regulars, yeah, man, that's just inviting the wolf through the front door. So fuck off. No, and he was in Wolf of Wall Street, for God's sakes. To model, well, okay, unless she's going to be modeling, you know, this the latest flannel fashion for the fall. Not entirely sure, but okay. To post pictures of yourself in a bathing suit, to post sexual pictures, all right. Friendships with women who are unstable places and from your wild recent past beyond getting a lunch or coffee or something respectful. I see nothing wrong with this list right here. I'm not the right partner for you. He's just outlining this stuff. Hey man, if you want to put your name in the hat to be the next Miss Hill, okay, here's what I expect from my partners. What's wrong with that? It's the same thing, okay? If you get a chick, it's like, okay, what are you looking for in a guy? He needs to be tall. He needs to be handsome. He needs to be in good shape. He needs to have ambition. He has to be trying to get his career because I want to level up together, or whatever other vacuous dumb shit that your average chick wants to go ahead and spew out their mouth. But regardless, those are standards and those are qualifications that they require. He's just putting it out there. Cool, you want to take this to the next level? Here are my requirements. It's like a job. That's what it is. You're hiring a chick to take her seriously. I see nothing wrong with this at all. And like he says, I am not the right partner for you. If these things bring you to a place of happiness, I support it, and there will be no hard feelings. Yo, man, this is the most cordial shit ever. Here's the list. Hey, if you don't like it, hey, man, no hard feelings, you know. God bless, I already got the box. I don't, what else? These are my boundaries for romantic partnership. See, this is why, okay? This is why, maybe I'll go into this a little bit later. My boundaries with you based on the way these actions have hurt our trust. Dressing. See the use, or the misuse of the term boundaries. It's not a misuse, you fucking rug muncher. See, the only reason that she felt entitled to put those messages out there but not include anything that she would have said before or after, you know, just kind of clearing up this scenario as to why he's putting these boundaries in here after the fact, is because Jonah Hill kind of comes from a blue-pilled mindset. Like, he already picked up the idea that you need to have boundaries, but he also didn't realize, and you could suss that out from the simple fact that he put partnership there. Yo, man, if you're hiring somebody that you're going to be taking seriously, a girlfriend, a potential wife candidate, if that's what you're going to be escalating her up to, it's not a partnership. You're Jonah Hill. She's some bitch. I already forgot her fucking name. Sarah? Yeah, Sarah. He didn't have that frame. He was trying to institute that frame, but he already lost it. There's no taking it back. Don't know what precipitated this. Don't know what came afterwards. They were dating for a year. Fantastic stuff. Things didn't end up working out, but here she is just about 2 years later, 18 months later, coming out with, oh, he was emotionally abusive and a narcissist because he didn't want me posting my body online, hanging out with my single hoe friends in inappropriate settings, and then also having male friends, given the fact that what she clearly has a history of playing fast and loose in these types of scenarios. Again, I see nothing wrong with that. The rollout of the damning statements, okay, against the movie producer began with an Instagram story post Brady shared with the caption, "Fuck it," okay. Screenshot showed 2 messages alleged to be from Jonah on December 2nd, 2021. The lengthy initial text, apparently from Jonah, included a list of unacceptable behaviors from Sarah if they were to be together romantically. The new dad alleged things. Yeah, we already went over all that stuff in another post. Okay, so the entertainer, whose documentary Stutz came out on Netflix last year, okay, added, if these things bring you to a place of happiness, I support it, and there will be no hard feelings. These are my boundaries for a romantic partnership. He then clarified, my boundaries are based on the way that these actions have hurt our trust, which again kind of shows you that she was acting a little bit fucked up, which you don't fucking accept it all. Okay, this is a warning to all girls. If your partner is talking to you like this, make an exit plan. Love y'all. Call me if you need an ear. Oh my god, women give each other dog shit advice. Okay, hi, if you want to be single, if you don't want to be in a relationship that somebody cares about you, because you know who doesn't put boundaries on relationships? Guys that aren't taking you seriously. Guys that have put you in that recreational use category only because they don't think that much of you. They don't want to take anything more seriously from you. You can go out there and you can live your fucking life. Go out there and be perfect. But if he's saying that, hey, you know, this is what I want for a romantic relationship, this is what I expect out of my potential wife, out of the potential mother for my children, that means that that's somebody that cares about you. But is this supposed to be damning? Okay. Yes, one that isn't of your ass and a thong. I would imagine, because it says thong. Maybe it's box. Not a thong, but K. As far as other pictures, you in a bathing suit, surfing or not. Okay. Not a thong, but K. I'm done. Okay. There are tons. I'm just going back the past month. You want to argue and I don't. You're done. What does that mean? I'm just done explaining myself. I don't see anything wrong with this at all. Stop posting your ass all over the internet. Want to be in a relationship? Fantastic. No ass on the internet. You want your ass all over the internet? Fine. No relationship. Pretty fucking simple. And then you make me sick. Bitch, it's been years. You've been... Obviously, you couldn't... Well, we already know, based on your current relationship situation, you couldn't find yourself somebody on the level of Jonah Hill, which is why you're continuing to opine over this dude a year and a half later. That makes me feel, Merch, like you're testing me to see if you should keep me around or dump me. Because there's something wrong with me. Like, oh my god, she's trying to shame you. Shaming language! Like I'm a nerdy dork, unaware, naive idiot socially. I hear you. Those are your words, not mine. Man, this is a perfect way to handle this situation. Here's my list. Oh my god, you're trying to be controlling. Nope, I just have standards for my relationships. I have standards on the people that I like and appreciate in my life. And if you don't want those on you, hey man, that's fine. No hard feelings, like he said. This is so asinine. Yeah, Brady spun her post as a warning to all girls. Oh my god. After Brady appeared to have a signal that she had deleted some of the supposedly offending photos. Which, yeah, if you're going to be in a relationship, duh. Just the same way that, okay, cool. You're going to be the main chick. Okay, you're going to get special rights and privileges that other chicks aren't going to get. And depending on the type of relationship that they were going to be having. Maybe it's monogamous. Maybe it's not. Okay, maybe there were concessions that he would make on his side. We know some of which that you were doing. You're just seeing one side of this story. Okay, yeah, after Brady appeared to have signaled that she had deleted some of the supposedly offending photos, the Wolf of Wall Street star appeared to tell his then-girlfriend it was a good start, but that she didn't seem to get the point. Which, hey, he's even willing to teach you, which means that he actually cares about you in some form or fashion. Could have just been like, yeah, get rid of those pictures of which ones. You already know which ones, and if you don't, well, then he just doesn't talk to you anymore. But it's not my place to teach you. I've made my boundaries clear. You refuse to let go of some of them, and you've made it clear, and I hope that makes you happy. There's nothing offensive. There's nothing abusive about this at all. This is coming from a position where she believes that she is entitled to his attention, love, and affection. That's what you're getting right here. Brady maintained that her ex-boyfriend's critiques were made in an attempt to control her. Well, of course, man. This is what every fucking low IQ bitch ends up saying. You just want a young woman. You just want a woman that you can control. No, again, if you want to engage in a relationship, you're already expecting that guy to take care of you, keep you safe, provide for you. That's what he's trying to do. But again, the modern woman out there wants all of the authority without any of the responsibility. Meanwhile, what they want out of what they will say as partner, but they're superior, is he's supposed to adopt all of the responsibility but have zero of the authority. You're just supposed to be appreciative of the time that she allows you to spend around her. Oh, she's just God's gift and you should just be basking in her appearance. You need to put her on a pedestal because women are the prize. Fuck off. She's explained that she's agreed with his requests in an attempt to keep him from experiencing crippling anxiety. Okay, so this is from him, apparently. You're right, we can't Oh, you're right. We can't do surf social things or develop trust until you consider me and make decisions that give regard to our relationship. I have been vulnerable as possible. Ugh, again, it's like he gets some of it, but then at the same time, he's still being incredibly blue-pilled about this. I have been vulnerable as possible, which is a big fucking L, and I'm telling you, I am needing you to step up to the plate, which you can. I'm sure of it. Which, it's like, okay, he cares about, like, what the fuck is Ugh, anyways, which you can, I'm sure of it, and these losers don't get your time if you want me. Straight up, it's consideration. Okay? So far, so good. I respect your love of surfing, but I respect myself as well. Yeah, buddy. And your love of surfing and being in those situations and a lack of awareness are not mutually exclusive. True, true. This isn't me. I have my own issues that I own. If you want a marriage and a family, hey, see, I didn't even know. All I read was the list of what she would refer to as demands, but as reasonable expectations of your potential wife and, you know, mother of your children, which he's just going to outline here. So, okay, obviously, hey man, backs it up. And it also just goes to show me that, oh, he was starting to engage some of this more based content. Somebody picked up a copy of The Rational Male or Rich Cooper's Unplugged Alpha and was starting to implement a couple of things, but didn't quite grasp all the concepts quite yet. But yes, if you want a marriage and a family, you can't use the 25 card. Step up and cut something these people you don't... Oh, yeah, these people don't get your time or your kindness at the sacrifice of mine. Yeah, of mine's, I guess. By these people, he meant any friends of mine who hadn't personally approved of. Yeah, okay, and she hearted that one as well. Durr. But okay, I guess this is another post as well. Okay. If I could have one wish for him, it would be that he is surrounded by feminist men who can hold him accountable. See, this is what happens. And this is also very telling, but we'll read through the rest of this and probably wrap it up there. Expressed what, hold him accountable to grow in the ways he expressed he wants to. I think fame can put people in an echo chamber of viewpoints, which can enable emotionally abusive behavior, which is absolutely fucking stupid. Like I said, right off rip, whenever men have standards for a relationship, it is deemed as being toxic and abusive. But again, if Jonah Hill wasn't Jonah Hill, she wouldn't have gave him a fucking chance. She is, what, 25 or some shit like this during that time? Fantastic. She had her pick of the litter, and she decided to go with a movie star. And something else to learn from that statement right there. When women can't shame you, insult you, guilt you, continue an argument in order to be right about it, sign language, if you will, they will just go ahead and deploy their foot soldiers, the male feminists that are out there in order to push their agenda. Because what he said, okay, cool, you want to be with me? Here are my standards. Here are my rules. Here are my boundaries. If you don't want to do that, hey man, that's fine. Like, we don't have to take this any further. We don't need to be any more serious than that. I'm just, you know, I'm going to be looking for something a little bit more serious elsewhere. But because there are simps, because there are those male feminists that are out there, which is so hilarious given her current situation, which you can see. Given the fact that, you know, she's in a lesbian relationship right now, even she won't hook up with one of those male feminists. Even she won't go with one of those beta guys because women hate beta so much. They will go to school, they will take on 6 digits worth of debt in order to just put themselves in the room with the types of guys that are Jonas Hill's status and stature in order to avoid those fucking betas. But yeah, if you flinch for a second, because we don't know what precipitated that list of boundaries, and then the subsequent messages also just kind of lead you to believe that, ooh, maybe she was doing some fuck shit beforehand, but of course she won't paint herself in a bad light at all and give the full context to things. No, you just need to think correctly. You just need to be reprogrammed because you're displaying some toxically masculine attributes, and you need to be taught to think correctly because it's no, it's all of your friends that are wrong, not all of my friends, not all of the good feminists that are out there that think correctly. Because like I outlined at the beginning, and like so many other people have as well, when women have boundaries, it's fine, it's societally acceptable. But feminism, I always thought the feminism was supposed to be all about equality, right? Oh no, it's a supremacy movement. Let's just call that exactly what it is, because women need to be put on a pedestal. You need to capitulate to them. They just need to do whatever the fuck they want. If you treat them like that, the way that they tell you that they want to be treated, they will be out that fucking door in an instant because they can walk all over you. They don't respect you, and if they don't respect you, they ain't gonna fuck you. And chances are that was not the last text exchange they had during their relationship. And the fact that anybody is looking at that and going, that's abusive and that's emotional damage, you're out of your fucking mind. Because if you go ahead and capitulate to that, I'm sure there's going to be some trad cucks that are out there that goes, oh, you should just man up and you just be a strong man and then she'll fall into your frame. Go fucking hug your Bible. It ain't 1950 anymore, you fucking This isn't exclusive to Rumble, but I think you know the word that I was going for. It's a delicious pork product over in the UK, or a singular British cigarette, or a bundle of sticks, whatever you prefer. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.